don't know if anybody else is going to agree with me on this, but this weekend I noticed the air.
Keith's here for
Hello.
Yes.
I noticed the air felt a little fall-like.
Yes, 100%.
Which is better than winter, obviously.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
It's June.
It's June. Exactly.
So, in a rare case where Brian was communicating with me over the weekend, he said the same thing. He said it felt like
exactly
fall.
what I said, yeah.
Glad to see you guys building a relationship.
Yes, it's
No,
really
no,
coming
no.
along.
It was
Good.
after I asked if he wanted to hang out, and he said he was somewhere else.
He was busy?
Yeah, he was
And I was
like,
oh, feels like fall, by the way.
yeah.
Good for you.
See how that volley goes?
Keep
in the
it consistent.
conversation?
That's the important thing. Just stay with it. I'll give up eventually.
All right, the weather, Keith. The
Okay,
weather.
66 for high today in Portland, 67 in Lewiston. But yes, dew points were low. We're going to change that over the next couple of days, especially by the middle of the week. Visible satellite showing some clouds. There were some showers out there too, still some across northern Maine. Otherwise, a mixture of sun and clouds will close out the day. And typically, when there are diurnal clouds like this, driven by the sunshine, they start to kind of flatten out 4 o'clock or so. And so that's where we're going to see more sun late afternoon, and the early evening looks nice as well. Here's a couple of showers just flitting around here. It's certainly been cloudiest and rainiest across northern Maine, but most of us have been dry since the morning. So we're partly cloudy tonight. Temperatures drop down into the 40s and some 30s into the mountains too. I think tomorrow is right down the middle of where a lot of people like to be any time of the year, but especially for early summer, about 70 to 75, maybe some upper 70s, but generally 70 to 75, and a lot of sun tomorrow. I think we see much more consistent sun than we did today. And then we start to turn up the warmth, maybe not heat, but warmth a little bit here on Wednesday, and that's mostly away from the coastline, into the mid-80s, even some upper 80s possible by Wednesday afternoon, away from the coast. The coastline probably does one of those things where it quickly spikes to the upper 70s, maybe around 80, and then sea breezes back down into the 70s and 60s later in the day. So there will be at some point later in the afternoon a pretty big temperature difference between coasts and inland. And you look at Freiburg, for example, close to 90, Portland at 71. So that's pretty typical when you get a sea breeze like that. And then Thursday looks pretty warm too. First half of the day, humidity's up, temperatures are up, 80s. This model giving Freiburg a 90 at Thursday at 1 o'clock. And then we bring some thunderstorms through Thursday afternoon. So you'll see those thunderstorms on the 7-day, but it is in no way a rainy day. Those storms come through later in the afternoon. The only fly in the ointment as far as some of our warmer temperatures is there's a little bit of wildfire smoke projected to come our way, really Tuesday night, Wednesday, and into Thursday, and that could knock temperatures down a degree or two. It's probably not going to crush us, but it might keep us from that 90, depending. So it's all good stuff. Those thunderstorms come through Thursday afternoon. Friday looks good, and then Saturday tries to do its Saturday thing here. I will tell you this is not hopeless, because I've seen the models do this with this and then to the north with it too. So if we can do that, we'll get away with it. But right now, the trend is not your friend, right, for how Saturdays have been. Either way, we definitely get Sunday. This stretch is really nice. I mean, look at you got one rainy day maybe out of 7. If that rainy day falls on Saturday again, though, you have to laugh, because that's kind of where we've been at with this for a while. But in the meantime, we'll turn it up. It's going to be pretty warm, especially away from the coastline. Wednesday, Thursday are pretty much hot. I mean, I think, mid to upper 80s is hot.
And then we'll be saying it's June. It's
Yeah.
finally here. Like,
Let's
it'll be appropriate.
go. Let's go.
Exactly. All right. Thanks, Keith. We'll be right back.